All right, hello again, fleet commanders. Welcome back to the channel. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe. Good evening, APAC. So let's see what's going on here. Get everything set up here in game. Get a little Stream Raider set up for later too. Switch that up. So we're just about wrapping up our battle pass here for the first month of the Lower Decks arc. My baby account is up to Ops 18 now, and I have a Botany Bay. Starting to do some of those missions here. And we'll get a little Stream Raiders action going in just a minute too. Defeat 8 hostiles level 21 or higher. We'll get to that later. Right now, we are mining data. Everyone's favorite topic here, mining data. But we've unlocked some augment stuff here. We can pick up the first. We got the first batch, gave me 5 Katie, 5 auto shards. Now I can start doing the augment recruit chest here, which gives me a chance at 2 each. So, take a little bit before I can get them unlocked here. But can't quite get the plutonium that's needed to really start upgrading the Botany Bay just yet. But we can do a little data mining with it. So there we go, Lower Decks. Today, well, coming up here in just about an hour or so will be our final event of month number 1. Then we'll go into our usual post-arc transition. We'll get things like Faction Hunt and maybe Apex or Crucible of War. And those types of events. Should also have ticketed events today. Should be Crystal Mining. That's the one we haven't had yet. And we'll see what the other ones are in just a second. Just making sure my dailies and see where we're at here. Oof. We're not even ranking on this one anymore. Hang on. Alright, so like 1,000 points leapfrogs me pretty high. Do I have anything that can get me that high? Let's see what we're working on here. It was 6 hours on a dry dock. Okay. We'll have to wait the 30 seconds for that. Running low on speed ups. I sped up the Botany Bay. It was like a 4-day build. I kind of wanted to get this path going here so I can start doing a little bit of data mining. I can start getting that faction working, start getting those officers working, more importantly. Katie and Otto are 2 pretty good officers, and Joaquin are 3 pretty good officers to start getting at the early part in the game, because they do have very high stats, so whether they are in your lower decks or on away team missions, they are pretty strong. Pretty strong officers. There we go. That's worth 1,000 points for the dry dock. That moves us up nicely. How long would the 13 hours on the defense platform? Let's not do that. Let's do the other dry dock. We'll also be flipping back and forth with the other account as well, which is pushed up to Ops 44 this morning. I did that last night. Getting one step closer and closer to moving to that end, to my year goal of having a Pilum. Pilum? Pilum? We'll call it a Pilum. That seems to be the acceptable pronunciation of it, is Pilum. So we're getting there. Consumables, I did all those. The interesting thing about going to Ops 44 is once you do that, you can start getting blueprints for the 46 ships. It's a little earlier than you normally would. Usually you got to be within about a level or so. For some reason, they let you start these at 44 instead of like 45 or 46, as we often see on other ships. And let's just make sure that this guy's got all of his basic events done. We are still spending for recruit for Mariner. I only need about 5 shards for her to unlock her. So I don't need to push too hard, but obviously any extras I can pick up are always nice. We did do some upgrading. Obviously spent some stuff on the station, which is what I was looking forward to and saving up for. That's what let me move up to 44. Kind of going to be stuck here for a little bit though, because it's not, building upgrades are not cheap. Even right out of the gate, bam. What's the first building you always have to upgrade? Your academy. What does it cost? 19,000 uncommon ore and 1,900 rare. That's a lot. That is not not a lot to work from there. And then I can only imagine where else I'm going to have to go, in terms of, well, I don't have to imagine. I can go look it up. stfc.space. R&D department. Going to level 44, which first off requires this research, which is kind of buried, and the academy. And then it's going to cost me 6,500 rare gas. That's a lot. G4 gas. G4 gas. All right, so it cost me about 1,000 of that, and then 6,500 of that. Okay, well, luckily I've got that. Obviously, research will bring that down as well. And then the operations going to 45. Requires the shipyard to be at 44 and defense platform. I'll bring this over here. So if I want to push to 45, I'm going to need defense platform E at level 30, which I should have. Which one's E? E is this one? That's G. E's the one that doesn't have one of the ones that doesn't have a ship in it. So this might be E. Okay, so that's E. So this requires defense platform E to be at 30, which I've got. Defense platform D's got to be at 44. All right, so there's the defense platform E. We're up to 39 on that one, so that's not going to be an issue. It's going to be the defense platforms have to be 44. So I have to get all these up. And these all cost big chunks of gas. So that's going to be what's going to slow me down for a little bit from moving on here. That's in addition to, of course, needing the shipyard at 44, which requires R&D. Also requires the Amato Control Center to be at 39. That's interesting. And that's going to require 10,000 crystal and 4,000 rare crystal. So expensive building upgrades, very expensive building upgrades. Obviously, there may be new efficiency researches that maybe I'll get at 44. But I do know that in my combat tree, before I can do the research center, I have to progress a little bit because I need this 4-star tactical battleships. This requires reactive survey defense, which I'm working on. This, and then I can unlock this one. So obviously I have to do these two researches first as well before I can move on. They like to throw little roadblocks like that in from time to time. Kind of keep you guessing, keep you on your toes. But it would probably be in territory. Yeah, R&D 244, and then I can do another round of efficiencies. I don't know what these will cost, but they'll obviously make things 5% cheaper. And I can also do cheaper ship components and building components as well. That'll lower the cost there a little bit, about 10% more. But that's going to require saving up a lot of isogen. So we got our work cut out for us. But I'm happy. I'm happy. We're making good progress. That's the important part, right? We're making progress. Making progress all across the board with things. So we don't need to do any armadas. We finished up that Riker event, and to be honest, the XLB rewards aren't great to worth pushing for the top 10. I mean, yes, I'll take the crystal. Thank you for finishing in the top 50. But to get into this 4 through 10 requires a lot. And I mean, yeah, it's a nice little bump and upgrade in terms of crystal and titanium and stuff. Only one of each officer shard, even though that would actually unlock Boimler for me. I'm going to pass on that one. Not quite worth the time commitment. I mean, to be in the top 10, you're talking about 200,000, basically almost over double my score, like 1.5 times what I've got right now. Yeah, it was going to be a giant pain in the ass. So not worth doing. Recruit Mariner, we're working along nicely. The Alliance leaderboard also gives us a couple extra shards for her. And then I've got one more in the overflow here to finish this up, which will give me the Boimler shards that I need, as well as my Tom Paris plate. And a nice little chunk of Latinum. Finishing the overflow doesn't require buying anything. Just requires you to finish your Battle Pass event every day for the whole 21 days of the arc. I think it's 20 days. And we'll just take a look at our dailies. Do I have a research? These are pretty small. So I would need 8,500. Okay, 8,500. Well, let's take a look. Let's go back to research. Which ones do we have? We have self-replicating systems. That's the one I'm working on. Yeah, but I think that's level 2, so that's only a 2,000 point gain. Not going to do it. Reactive. It's one of the reactive surveys. That's good for 71,000 points. Okay. And that was good for 92,000 points. All right, so either of those would finish it, but we're looking at 40 days of speed ups here for, I think I'd rather save those for a leaderboard event, which we may have coming up here in a couple of days. As long as we're looking up stuff, might as well go look at that. Hey, Lord Sincor, welcome to the show. So yeah, it's tomorrow. This is the midnight to 6 a.m. shift for me. unlikely. I won't be awake at midnight tonight. That's not going to happen. Will I be up at 6 a.m.? I really hope not. I really hope not. It's not a good way to start off a work week if you're up that early. So probably going to miss out on that. Do we have any other? That's a better research event. But no other SLBs coming up. So yes, I guess we'll just sort of hold off on that for now. Yeah, it should be 16:55, huh? So almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, that sounds about right for Europe. So for you guys, it'll be morning when that. So if you're lining up your researches, you can take advantage of stuff like that. Okay, so what do we got coming up here? In about an hour, we'll have our last Battle Pass event. We'll also have our Discovery event and our Swarm Sunday event. So we got a couple things we're going to need to get done. But in the meantime, you know what? Let's hold off on that. All right, so let's get you the Discovery. So you're ready to go there. I only need to speed this up that much, so you'll be finished before then. And we'll put our swarm killing crew on for that one. While we're waiting on that, let's hop back over to this account, pick up a little bit of steam here. We're also going to start up a Stream Raiders battle. Get that going. What are we starting with here? Let's start over here. Nice. Finish up a quest there. We got some scrolls. Upgrade our archer. Nice. And let's go take a quick peek in our store. We claimed that. We've got some gold here. Anything worth buying? Yeah, there's a Centurion. That'll let me upgrade that. I can upgrade the Barbarian. I can upgrade the Rogue. I might as well take the Monk Scrolls because those are always good to upgrade as well. Upgrade. Upgrade. And upgrade. That was a good start to the day. Alright. You have to kill some stuff. Still have to do some faction dailies. And then this account should be in a position to start doing Swarm Sunday. We did get... There's some 24s. That's what we need. We did get to do Cosmic Cleanup yesterday on this account. The event store was limited for that. It was only Franklin blueprints and then just the parts that I had available. I'd heard something about being able to get blueprints for the North Star through this, but that might not be until level 19. So we'll find out next weekend. But we've got something else to work on here. We've got our Botany Bay. We've got our Augment faction working here. Certainly taking advantage of our Joaquin officer there. Gives us the faster mining speed. Also getting a little bit of benefits from the treasury on this one for improved mining speed. Okay. Do need a little audio here as well, so give me 1 second here. All right. So let's get some stuff going. Curious to see what Swarm Sunday looks like for this account. Uh, by going to 18 a little bit sooner than I want it to, I may have boxed myself in a little bit with my dailies. Obviously, I can still complete my total milestone, but now my swarm dailies, by being 18, have gone up, requiring me to now kill 18s. And I don't think I can quite do that yet, at least not consistently. Let's see, how big are 18s? Level 18 swarms are here. These have to be too big. These got to be at least like 40k, right? 54,000. Those are going to be hard to kill with just a Churros. If I had a jellyfish, maybe. But more likely, I would need something bigger, like a Franklin. But this is a strictly free-to-play account, so getting a Franklin's going to take a little while. Whether it's in a couple of weeks, I mean, it's basically like 9 or 10 weeks of doing this cosmic cleanup to get the blueprints. So you need 90 blueprints to build the ship. You get 9 at a time, so it takes 10 pulls. If there is an event store at the end, let's assume Lower Decks is only 3 months. If there's an event store at the end of 3 months, that's at the end of June. There'd be an event store then. There may be ship blueprints available in that store. Well, it'd be sometime during the month of June. Obviously, from continuing to do the cosmic cleanup, I would get part of the way there. Then maybe I could accelerate that a little bit and pick up the remaining blueprints. Over that little arc there. I'm sure there may be other things that I'd be more interested in buying. That's gonna. I don't know. We'll see. First off, what's even in the event store, and then what's available at whatever level I'm currently at by then. You know, that's the problem with the low-grade ships and putting things like the original Franklin and even the Discovery in some aspect to do it. With how infrequently cosmic cleanup runs, it takes you 10 weeks to get it. By 10 weeks, I've gone from 17. I'll probably be in the mid 20s by then. To just be unlocking the Franklin at like 23 or 24 is uh, that's a pretty big disservice. So that may be something that Scopely might want to go back and take a look at, making some tweaks to, making the path easier for newer players to get access to these ships. Which are they even selling it? They're selling a North Star for 20 bucks. They're not selling a Franklin though. This will be the last one with this guy. Then we'll run him back. That should be enough for... at least for now. So what do I need? I've got 350, and 350 is 700 minus 70 would be 630. All right, I've got 575. All right, we'll get a couple more. We'll get to 650. And we're going to kill a couple 24s here for my faction dailies, which I'm also kind of getting outpaced on. Just a little bit. It's like I can kill 37s or 20 37s. I can kill 24s a couple at a time, like 3 or 4 at a time, and the base mission I think is 10 for those. Might just have to knock my reputation back down now by doing some Federation stuff. It's definitely hard in the early levels because very quickly these missions change very quickly. I mean, I'm only, 1 or 2 rep levels in, and now I'm already killing 24s and 25s. So yeah, so we might have to knock that back down. Go do some Federation stuff. Knock our Federation, our Romulan and Klingon reps back down a little bit. Pick up some Fed credits. And just sort of keep cycling through, alternating. BlueStacks feels a little laggy today, too. Let's see where we're at here. Still need a little bit more there. I did unlock to Pring as well yesterday. So I've got my first true mining officer. That's actually beneficial. I think I'm 1 shard from Barrett and like 3 or 4 from Ston. Let's actually see if we have any. We've got the Tala died. Nope. Let's see if we get lucky. Nope. I mean, lucky we got good job with the rares. There was tomorrow afternoon is a recruit solo leaderboard event, so I don't want to do these. I'm playing on both. So I've got the PC version on my main account, my Ops 44 account, and then I'm using BlueStacks for the new account. Hey Olympus, welcome to the channel. We got a Stream Raiders battle going somewhere. Where'd my screen go? There we go. Let's see what we're looking at. Let's view our battlefield. There we go. Thank you guys for putting some troops out there on the field. Yeah, we're just going to save those. That's got a little time left still. And we'll switch crews and get them rolling out. All right. We've got an Officer XP event starting soon as well, so I'll have the opportunity to promote some people, move some people around. I don't know why. Scotty's on there, but hey, he is. What's the warp range on this thing? Maybe that's why. Maybe I needed the warp range. Warp range 19. We'll bring back our Botany Bay. And we got plenty of helps on that. And we're just going to have to use the Latinum there. So the dry dock was worth 700 points. That moved us up into top 5 now. Where are we? Alright, so we're not catching 1. We're not going to catch 2. 3, 4, 5 all get the same rewards. So basically just need to make sure that neither of these people catch up and pass me, because I don't have anything for 2,000 points. So I just need something that'll give me a few points. That should do it. And if I get some helps and shave 10 or 15 minutes off of that, I should be able to finish that up just in time. Got a quest in, I assume you mean Stream Raiders there. Earn assists from buffing. You know how to do that, have no idea what to do. So that is different units apply buffs. Let's close those. Where's our Stream Raiders? There it is. So different army units, like the healer, support unit that heals nearby allies and things, these kind of apply healing and buffs. The saint, the monk are support units, and those would be the ones that you would want to use to complete those quests. How's our battlefield looking? Ah, nice. Well, we got Bioman on there as well. Okay. I'm sure he's lurking somewhere in the channel. And a couple other players as well. Ben Close and Casey. There he is. Thank you guys for joining. Always appreciate that. Okay, so you are back. Let's do these turn-ins. Musketeers and flag bearers. Yep, they also have buffs too. Yep, okay, good to know. So let's get some credits. And we're going to get some more augment rep to try and move me up here a little bit. Get some better store items. And we need some officer shards here, so let's see what we get. I got 2 of each. Okay, let's start. And I would love to get some independent credits. And start getting those, but I think I need... Well, if I get 50 a day, and I need to spend 30 on these guys, that's going to leave me with 20 extra. So every other day, I'd be able to get independent credits. Okay, that seems good. Let's start getting those, so in case I need to be able to promote one of those officers. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was looking at the mission. So you're killing things level 16 or higher for that mission. And then I also have killing things level 21 or higher for these con missions. Alright. We got some time. Let's do that, and that, and that. We got lots of speed ups. Nope, none of those are going to help. Alright. And you're still working on 24s. Tigger, thank you very much for the follow. And from that, I hit my goal. So I've set myself some goals. I thought they were very realistic. Thank you very much for that, uh, for hitting that for us. And it was to get 150 Twitch followers by the end of April. And congratulations, you are number 150. So goal accomplished. My other goal was to have 500 YouTube subscribers, which we also hit somewhere in the last 24 hours. If you're not following me on YouTube, the link is down below. So awesome. Very happy to have hit both those goals right, almost basically on the same time. So now I have to change my goal. Let's start a new goal. We hit that one. We're going to have to change this now. We'll move it up 25. And by the end of May, our new goal will be to have 175 followers. Bioman, you just unlocked Augment yesterday. Is it worth starting to buy the credits already? Yes, that's what I was just doing there. So you unlocked the Augment, got the Botany Bay. You're talking about buying these independent credits. The officers are more important. Getting some of them to help give you some more officers to do, well, just to have better stats for lower decks or for independent missions, or away team missions rather. To get Joaquin, to get Katie and Otto. So that should be your primary goal. But I mean, if you're getting 50 of these a day and you're only spending 30 on 2 chests, that's going to leave you with 20 extra. So if you want to start every other day investing those 20 and getting independent credits for a couple days, 2 or 3 times a week to start just accumulating those, so you will be able to have a few saved up by the time you're ready to promote an officer. I think that's probably a good way to go. The reputation is gained through data, and then you do need the augment credits to convert for the plutonium to upgrade the Botany Bay, but they sort of level locked this one. Reach level 20 to unlock it, or you can do it once a month and get 1, but you need like 15 to do anything. So you're pretty much stuck. And then as soon as you hit level 20, it's just like, oh, here, just take all the take all the common you can handle there. So where you can buy Katie or Otto for 10 each. So that's 5 shards, I think, that right off the front. That's like a one-time kind of thing, just to get you some shards to get you started. So definitely cash that in right away and get that going, just to get them a head start there. So thanks, guys. You're right, Syncor. Sky is the limit. We're only one way to go, right? Eventually you run out of sky and you hit space. Then we're really in Star Trek. So I got distracted. I was sending you to Vulcan to kill a couple of these guys to get my 24s. We're Also working on our mining here. Yeah, that's a good it's a good one-time purchase, picking up 5 of each of them. If you happen to do it when there's an officer event, that's also a good thing. There was one this morning, which is when I bought mine. So picking up 5 shards of each, it's 100 points towards your officer event. Little things like that can certainly help out. What else did I need you to do? Alright, so let's put Uhura back as captain. Let's take Scotty off. We've got Sulu's on an away team mission. You know what? Let's just put her on for now. And let's get these missions working here. So I think Kepler is where I'll find battleships. And we can go kill some of these guys. Yeah. I need to kill some 20s and 20. I think it's 21s for the mission. Saving your Jayla mission for officer events. Yep, not clicking. Yeah, I am guilty of that myself. You just see that little thing just sitting down, and it constantly keeps reminding you too, which is even worse. Um, it'll keep telling you like you have to collect this mission. You can collect this mission, right? And they just keep popping up on the bottom of the screen, and you're like, I'm saving that. I don't want to see that. Stop dragging it out here. And then you're like, let me go check my building or something, or let me move my ship over here. Right as it pops up, and then you end up collecting the mission. You're just, damn. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on here. Looks like the boys are busy doing some base raiding this morning. And good morning to you too, Mr. Dixon. Thank you for popping into the stream. For being one of our 150 followers that we just hit, part of our goal. I'm just going to keep harping on that because, well, I'm excited. I am excited by it. We're doing little things to upgrade the stream each and every time I run it too. So, we made great improvements with our audio volume issues. Our camera down here in the bottom corner, you notice is a little better, and I've got the green screen thing going on so you can sort of see what's going on behind it. Now we've got a goal overlay. We've got our stream raiders going on down here in the corner. All good positive things for Mr. Dixon is your father. Okay. All right, Ray. Oh, don't need this. You can actually go back to, let's do some, since we don't have anything else to do right now with this mining ship, and I hate having ships just sitting idle. We need 1 and 2. Let's go get some 2. Just go stock up on this while we can. Did I do these? Yes, I did these. So my timers got a little messed up because when I leveled up to 44, it reset my refinery. And it did the same thing when I went to 18. It reset my refinery, so my timers are messed up here. Usually I have these done when I get up in the morning. Okay. They'll get caught up, though. Still can't do anything there. Territory is 25. Can't do discovery yet. These I can do. Now that's 12,000. Okay. This has moved up nicely. It was like 5,000, then it was up to 8,000 at 17, and now it's up to 12,000, so that's nice. Still no Borg. I do have a latinum refinery, but I don't have any latinum, so I'd have to either, most likely I'd have to go kill stuff and find people who are OPC. But realistically, I can't hit any of those people yet. They're not in my range, unless they're also mining with like a Horizon, in which case, or an Envoy rather. They're mining at what, like 100 an hour? All right. Just oh, down to about a minute or so in our Stream Raiders battle. Place your final units. If you haven't gotten one in yet, get it out there on the field quick, so you do get credit for participating, and I'm sure what'll be our inevitable victory. And in the meantime, we're going to kill a couple of 24s. Okay. Sounds like our battle here is ready to go. We'll get that in just a second. Let me just find another 21 if there's one available. Those are 20s. There's a 21. See if we get over there in time to get that. Stream Raiders. When in doubt, use haste. Good luck. There we go. We're good. Nice win. Olympus doing all the heavy lifting with 18 kills. Let's see what we get. Yeoman gets a Paladin Scroll. Syncor gets 15 gold. Awesome. Ooh. Moving up in the world. It's a little bit more challenging. Let's get that one going. Alright. So for this fight, we are going to want... I'm going to take the Vampire. Take him out for a spin. You know what? Let's start at the top and we'll work our way down. Oh. And just in case anybody has that mission, where you have to place units within a battle plan, there you go. Place whatever you want. Okay, so I needed to kill a 21s. Mine 25 raw crystal. Does it say what kind? No, just 25 crystal. Okay. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Any more 21s? There's a 21. Epic Vampire, Epic War Beasts. Okay. Calling out some big guns. Well, I hope so, because there's a lot of units on that field, so... And if you're not already following my YouTube page, the link is down below. Go help us get closer and closer to our goals there. So we're up to 500 YouTube subscribers. My live streams are exported over there usually. unless it just happened to be a pretty uneventful stream. But usually there's something going on, something happening. Sometimes there's some base raiding, territory conflicts, that kind of stuff. Sometimes we just talk about specific events and things. So there's battle pass stuff going on, whatever the case may be. And then we go, we hit our goals. But there's also individual videos there, and I am working on my new tutorial series for 2022, which is why I'm starting this new account here. Kind of going back through the game, updating it based on new ships, new officers, just the new metrics and the way Scopely hands out awards and things. That completely changes the way a lot of things work. Oh, I got an extra swarm mission here now. I've got 3 swarm dailies. I gotta kill 19s as well. Yeah, that ain't happening. I can't even kill 18s. So, what do I think May arc is going to be? It's Lower Decks Part 2. I think Lower Decks is going to be... I think there's plenty of other officers with Lower Decks that they can add. We've seen a few of them pop up on the missions. You have interactions with the cybernetic dude and then the green girl. I don't know their names. But there's a couple officers there. You obviously have the captain of the ship that maybe probably won't get an officer because that probably would defeat the purpose. But if you also look in the event store, these other people that they did avatars for, the Rumdar and the Dolphin, Porpoise, whatever that particular person is, well, maybe there are more officers in the lower decks section of the crew that they can add for month 2, month 3. Tendi, yeah, that's it. Is Rutherford the guy with the cybernetic who looks like Cyborg from the DC comics? Yeah, the Dolphin avatar was probably going to be a pretty popular choice. Miles O'Brien was really popular as well. I had him for a while, especially with the gold frame. The gold Miles with the gold frame looked pretty cool. Okay, so working on our missions. I have to mine crystal. I have to bring Khan to this planet. Can I reach that planet? Not with this ship. And let's bring you back. They have a whole episode where the bridge crew has to go below decks, so it could happen. Yeah, I mean, obviously they may need, you know, a couple more officers just to fill out this particular subgroup. So depending on where they have to go with it for month 3. And that's again, I've only seen the first couple episodes of the show. That was enough for me. The pacing and the fact that they're just jumping all over the place and the characters basically just yelling at the screen. It's like, no, this is this is not my demographic that this show is intended for. So yeah, the Tom Paris plate looks pretty cool too. Obviously for finishing the overflow event, which I have done on this account because of the way I leveled up. Um, I think when I went from 16 to 17, it gave me a different battle pass event. Like it was kill hostiles, but then the regular event was to kill swarms, which it didn't give me because I was under Op 17. And when I got to Op 17, it was like, oh, you can now do this mission, which is to kill swarms. So I got the extra battle pass points. Basically, I got 2 battle pass events in one day. So I was able to finish that one get the points, finish everything basically a day ahead of the standard free-to-play path. I watched season 1 of Picard. I watched the first episode of season 2 and kind of saw that they were doing like a time travel, alternate universe, the path not taken kind of theme with season 2, and when with those types of episode, or especially if that's going to be your main storyline throughout the show, I tend to wait so I can watch a bunch in a row because watching them sort of weekly kind of drives me nuts because it feels like you're waiting for them to get to the payoff, get to the point where they're going to do the thing that they're going to do, and that's going to take a couple weeks where they're going to sort of drag it out. So, plan on circling back to season 2. I think we probably have 4 or 5 episodes now, so I can start to play catch up. Now we've got some new missions as well in con space. Season 2 is great. Yeah, that's kind of what I expect. That's kind of what I've heard about the show. So watching Picard is what made me want to start playing this. Okay. They definitely needed, you know, some continuation content there. Uh, they rebooted everything with the J.J. Abrams movies and kind of went in a new direction, and that's kind of what this game was originally based on. Um, and then it was like, all right, well, then here's Discovery as well, which is another new show, which kind of doesn't take place within the standard, timelines. And then it was like, you know what? Let's go give you a throwback. Let's give you some of these characters that you've haven't seen in a while. And here's Picard and coming back for do a new thing. And here's 7 and 9. And here's a couple new characters. And here's you know uh, a throwback. Flashback scenes with Data or dream sequences with Data. Sir Patrick Stewart, absolutely. How are we doing here? Looking good, looking good. We got a good number of units so far out on the field. Still got plenty of time. We've got 20 minutes to go here. A lot of enemies on this one, so we got a couple big guys down here as well. All right, let's get this ship switched. Yeah, because we are... I didn't plug my phone in. And if I do this, it's going to shut my music off because it's going to want to redirect it. Nope. All right, good. Nope, there it goes. Yeah. All right, well, we'll have to let that go for a little bit because my phone battery is on like 7%. Also, make sure to do your web store if you haven't this morning. Go out to the web store and get your free officer shard. All right, so we're going to be killing some bigger... it's easier to do it this way. We're going to be killing some bigger swarms here, so we're going to need Jayla for that. On our Franklin. That's a 10-minute flight, so let's get him moving out there. Strange New Worlds comes out in a few weeks. Yeah, that's kind of like season 2 of Discovery is where we saw Pike and Spock. So this is kind of a spin-off of that, I guess. Discovery went a totally different direction from what I understand. I stopped watching middle of season 2. So, like season 3, season 4 of Discovery kind of take it in a completely drastic direction from what I've heard. So this is sort of a Strange New World is kind of a spin-off, I guess, based on what happened in season 2, and that one should be starting up soon. Yep. Just resubscribed. Well, thanks, Ray, for that. Why didn't my alert go off? Why didn't it tell me in my activity feed? Well, that's not right. Supposed to be some little fanfare and whatnot for doing that. I have to check what's going on with my accounts. Yeah. But thank you very much for that. I appreciate the support. And of course, if you have Amazon Prime, you just link it to your Twitch account. You get one free subscription a month to give out to any streamer you want and help support their channels. If you're not using it on me, certainly make sure you're using it on somebody because it is free and it's very easy to link your accounts together to get that benefit. You really just have to, it's like 2 or 3 buttons you have to click. It's a pretty simple, pretty straightforward process. Uh-oh. Who's this jerk? USNX. Who did he just kill? He just got kitten. Must have been OPC there. I don't think I can make it there in time to pick him off. There's nobody else in this system. Yeah, he's going to be out of here before I can get to him. Which way is he going, though? Did he come from Alpha? Simon says you're dead. Which way is he going? He's going this way. So he's making his rounds through, which means he will end up here most likely next. So what do we say? We just go hang out and wait for him. Let's see. Is he still here? No, he's going that way. Yeah, he's might be full. He might be going back to... He's got a Klingon crew on there. So let's see which way he's warping. With 140k, he might... Well, depending on whether or not he has the Vidar cargo or not. Give him about 10 or 15 seconds. He should come warping into here. There he is. No, he's going to get away. He's going to get away. Yeah, I was hoping he would come in high. He came in kind of more toward the middle of the system. Oh well. 13 minutes on our Stream Raiders fight. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I care for you. Khan, don't go out there and do crazy stuff. We've got more missions. It's probably going to be a little over my head, but... pick them up anyway because I'm here, and who knows what we might have to do. Maybe it's something I can do. $3,000 dilithium. Yep, I've got that. And that should have just opened up a new warp path for me. Alright, so you need crystal. Let's go get some 2-star. Speaking of mining, what is your opinion on getting the faction survey ships in the 30s? Worth it or nah? Get one. They get a nice little bonus, to whatever particular thing that they're mining, but it's not like they're not good at mining the other stuff. It's the officers that really make the mining speed what they are. So whether if you have the Borg officers or even just T'Pring, Ston, and Barrett, couldn't think of his name. If you have the Borg officers, they're obviously better miners for that. And they kind of just cancel out. Like, I mean, here I am. I'm using a Valkis because that's the one that I got first that I've tiered up and leveled up to mine crystal. And I'm still mining at 26,000 an hour, so it's a pretty good rate. I don't need the specific, they're very expensive to upgrade. So trying to upgrade all three to be like, oh, I really want to mine gas. Let me bring out my tier 9 faction gas miner. That's probably not worth it. I mean, maybe you can circle back to it later, but in terms of you're going to level your main G4 epic, I'm sorry, G3 epic ship, that's going to take a huge chunk of resources. Upgrading your station and doing your research is going to take a huge chunk of resources. So having them to also spend on more than one miner, not really going to work out so great. I kind of just had the other ones because I've gotten them along the way from, you can build them, you can tier them up to, tier 2, tier 3 pretty without really spending anything. It's just commons for the first couple levels. And you'll get the blueprints from killing stuff as you go. But in terms of investing in them to really bump them up, unlikely you'll really need to do that. So, yeah, they definitely have a big bump in warp range compared to, we can look at it, stfc.space. If you look at like a Horizon, the Horizon maxes out at like warp 40 or something. So it can get you to a lot of the basic, yeah, it maxes out at warp 40. So it can get you to a lot of the basic systems, but it can't even get you to all the systems in, non-deep space. At warp 40. There's a bunch of them that are 45 or above that it can't get you to. So if you look at like the Valkis and its warp range, by tier 5 here it's 40, but then as you get tier 6, tier 7, you get 44, you get up to 50 in these tiers. And then when you get to Ops 42, you do that whole warp particle thing, which gives you, once you complete that very long mission chain, which I did a completely separate video for on my YouTube page, you have to be Ops 42 to get it. Research tree is misleading in how it represents that. Then you get 10 additional warp range added on, so then that gets you into the 60, which is enough to reach that first ring of deep space. Like these right here. These are only 56 to get to here. So you can get to at least these G4 systems. And then if you want to get out here, you need 65. So that makes sure we have to get another tier to be able to reach. The other thing to keep in mind too, if you're worried about deep space mining, the Meridian. The Meridian has incredible warp range. It has a huge jump to it. Where did we go? It has a huge jump in warp range, and I think it's tier 5. Yeah. So when you're at tier 5, its warp range is like 45. When you push it to tier 6, it goes up to 80. Not the fastest thing in the world, of course, for mining, but if you're an entry level player and you're like, well, I can only reach these systems, or I have to use my discovery and summon my miner out here, and it's a pain in the butt to do that, and I feel like I'm constantly using up resources that I'd rather, you know, not have to keep using my discovery for that kind of stuff. The Meridian takes longer for sure, but you know, you can use it. Use it overnight. Park it on a node. They're 100K nodes, right? Mine's 9, 10,000 an hour. Go to sleep for 10 hours. Wake up. Bam, you're done. There's your mining. If you put the right officers on it, it gets a little faster, of course. This is just a protected cargo crew, and it's mining at 11,000 right now. The treasury obviously also helps with that, with the mining speed. I think I was doing about 9,000 an hour before the treasury came along. Yep, exactly, Ray. You find a node here, perfect, 100,000. Bam. Take 8.5 hours to fill up. Set the miner on it, and see you tomorrow morning. I'm going to bed. Just to make sure nobody passes me. Pick up an extra 200 points. Okay. And we'll work on these, get our dry docks up. I think I only needed a little bit of crystal. Take your newly mined crystal back to my station. No. You take it back to the station. Of course, anytime you get a mission that says return to your station, just move a ship out and move it right back in. The game doesn't know the difference. Alright, it gave me a new mission, which I've already done. Oh, I transported Khan. That's going to give me some more rep. Okay, and a nice little chunk of resources. Yep. Now he's going to give me a mission to get more stuff. Is this the one? Alright, so there's Trifecta. I don't know what we got going on there, but we'll check that out in a minute. I want to see if it gave me a new Khan mission or not. Collect 3 dark matter samples. So I got to do 3 other missions for Khan. To get these dark matter samples. Beneath the keel is 1. Mind over matter. Maybe. Okay. 6 minutes to event reset. Yep, 4 minutes to go here. See if it tells us yet. So we got Threat from Beyond starting. Awesome. What do I have to do? Oh, I do get the heroic one. Am I going to be able to kill any of these? Defeat 18, level 18 plus swarm clusters. No, I'm not. It's worth 2-star crystal. Alright. And in the basic one, I just have to kill any swarm clusters, right? Yeah. That's also worth 2-star crystal. Alright, so no officer shards yet at 18. Those guys are 54,000 power. It's a little above my weight class at the moment. We're still hanging on here though, right? This guy would need 500 points to jump in front of me, which he could get. He could get, not gonna lie. Well, we got some more missions here. There's another mission for dark matter. Okay. Do something for the Orion Syndicate. Oh, there's some 3-star materials. Hello. That one might be a little tougher if it's giving out 3-star mats, but we like 3 stars because 3 stars lead to primes. All right. In the meantime, let's get you back on the node. Yeah, BlueStacks is definitely lagging this morning. Maybe I've got too many things running, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I should have rebooted it before. We've got some more con missions, right? What else we got? Mine 300 corrupted data. That's it? That's it? Okay. I did that before. I can do it again. Just flip you guys. And where did he go? There he is. "59 seconds. It's also nice because nobody hates me yet, so they're not sending the bounty hunters after me. Since I am lagging, let's go quick take a peek. If he's waiting, they're waiting till the last possible second. Wow, that's a name. Oh. And our stream raiders is done too. Okay, so first things first. You, oh, I went to 44. I have to check now. Did my dailies change? 15, 32, 32. Yep, I gotta kill 44s now. Okay. Thank you for the extra crystal from the Armada Hunt event. Clear the coast. Somehow I knew it was going to be killing Eclipse hostiles, which is why I did not send my crew out earlier to do that. Our ticketed events, we've got mining crystal for more crystal, which I need. And this is dilithium for gas, which involves killing swarms or worms. All right, so we'll do that. And this one is give alliance helps. Well, I need about 15,000 of this, but I don't know what this is. Screw it. We'll do them all. Maybe we'll start a couple regular armadas as well. We'll get our discovery moving. We'll do our swarms. We're only doing our Klingon one. We'll promote an officer or two. What do we got? 360k there. That's no problem. But first things first. Stream raiders. Kill him. Excellent job, team. Somebody's going to get a healer scroll. Bioman, congrats. Get some more gold. Get some archer scrolls. Okay. Let's head this way. Let's go this way. I'm feeling saucy. We'll go with a slightly bigger unit this time around. Let's take the warrior. There we go. All right. Place your bets, or place your units. Okay, so now we got to kill 44s. And I need to get my discovery going. Which systems is it today? Easiest way to find that is just to zoom out. Alright, so it's Reset and Kata X today. Nice and easy. Get that moving. Did my event change at all? I should check. Still got to get 75 points for Khan. Still need 5250 for Khan. Get a nice big chunk of ore though. That's 175. This always baffled me. It's like you get rare crystal for the final milestone, but you get ore for the 3 leading up to it. Never quite figured out why that one happens. Okay. Your mining data. We got top 5, good for 180 latinum, 10 of each resource, plus a couple hours of speed ups that we needed. Finishing in solo leaderboard events is definitely the best way to get the speed ups and things you need to level up. It's a big jump for sure. Getting latinum for rewards, getting speed ups really helps with accelerating buildings, accelerating researches. Final day of a battle pass here is just to kill things. I don't need this one because I've already done stuff. Ticketed events. Now, one of these sometimes gives out 3-star. Is it going to be this one? It is. That's giving out 3-star gas as well. So we're going to join that one and go kill stuff. I don't know why the sub-level 20 ticket events, it's 2-star or 2-star crystal, and it's 3-star gas. Not complaining. I'm going to happily take it. I don't know why it happens. But definitely that should be the one you would want to spend your tickets on. Here's Threat from Beyond. Yeah, I can get any swarms for those. We're going to join. Actually, I'm not going to join these. I'm going to let this. I need to disrupt the tank a little bit. We're going to go do some Fed stuff instead. 75,000 officer points. We'll promote some people to get that one accomplished. Just realized you're not going to get enough 3-star gas from those ticket events for prime shields upgrading the North Star. It is. Personally, I'd probably just save up for the prime event, for the next prime. It's going to get you a lot further in the long run. The North Star will be like a little bit of a boost to an immediate thing. Whatever the ship level is and the tiers are. The prime shields will give a boost to all of your ships, which will certainly outlast the North Star. That's my opinion. You play you, though. You want a bigger ship? You go get a bigger ship, man. You do you. You'll still get the gas and the prime when you hit 20. When you hit ops 20, you will certainly be able. Well, 21, I think. I think 20 is just commons. Um, but yeah, eventually you'll get to 21, and you'll start being able to get uncommon gas. Need a bigger ship for faction dailies, killings. 26 to 27 traders is going to get harder. Certainly is. You're going to end up getting yourself into a point where you are unable to kill stuff. Sometimes that's when people have to stop doing their faction dailies for a little while, or uh, do the opposite faction to drop your rep back down, so then you can do easier missions, easier dailies to then build it back up. Just so you keep getting the rewards. Like you'll go, like I'm about to do here. I'm going to go do some Federation stuff to drop my Klingon and Romulan rep down, so that it's easier for me to do the missions. So then I can start getting more of the recruit tokens and stuff for doing those. But first things first, we got to kill some swarms. Oh, that's the other thing I have to do before I forget. Do my discovery refinery now that I have enough for that. And get my speed ups. These are at ops 40 and a max discovery. If your discovery is tier 9 and you are ops level 40, you get 24 one-day speed ups for doing your 6 chest pull. So you get 96 days of speed ups per week from that. And there we go. There's the 25s. Now dropping down and killing the smaller stuff is going to be a little bit challenging, so we're going to move here and we're going to go kill some 37s instead. Because the 35 systems are going to be too crowded for a little bit. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I need some 1-star. Let's go mine that. While all those ships are moving, we've got a second account to do something with. Alright, so we'll keep mining corrupted data. Where are you? You're here. Alright, so what are we looking at? This is where my short-term memory that is not working right. Go to Opla. Visit the Orion Syndicate. Mine data. Find the research vessel in Rainsford. So let's go to Rainsford then. With that ship. In the meantime, we'll keep mining. And we're going to promote a couple officers that we've been holding back on. We're going to start with Scotty. Get that extra +1 warp bump. That was good for 50k. You're on a ship, so I can't promote you. Should just do it this way. Upgradable. You guys are all on ships except Gala. We'll give her a little bit of a bump, if nothing else. That'll help her if she's ever on an away team mission. And I'll have to wait for my ships to be back in dock to promote these guys. And you're going to have to go kill some Eclipse, which is fine, because I was going to have to kill them today anyway, because I need the resources. We got our ticket events. We got our killer swarms. Oh, officer XP. 30. This one's 300 and something thousand. I don't think I have any officers that I can promote, because I'm pretty sure these guys all require independent credits. And I do have just enough for Grush now. I got those this morning. Bam. Perfect. There's an extra 2% warp range. Woo! Okay. Limited time officer event done. Your mining. We're always going to hold off on pulling miners. There's a lag right now. That's been going on for a while. Whenever server kind of resets and there's new mining events, always just hold off and wait like 20-30 minutes before pulling your miners off if you can. Just to make sure you get credit for the points. There's been an issues the last, I want to say, 2 months with that not working out. People end up pulling their mining ships. They don't get credit for completing the mining, and then it doesn't catch up and add later. I get more if I pay for it. What do you want? 30,000 titanium? Ah, take it. And what about you? You are a bounty hunter. That's 296,000. Okay, so we're not killing you until I get a Kumari. Not killing you anytime soon. Well, you're data mining, so you can just hop over there. Deuce! What's going on, buddy? Thank you for popping into the channel. Congrats on the baby shower yesterday. Looked like it was a big success. I'm playing Star Trek Fleet Command on 2 counts. I mean, how how bad could it be? All right, so there's our first dark matter sample. So we are done with that for now. I'm going to keep mining our corrupted data so we can finish up this mission. That's going to get us pretty close to getting one of those first primes, too. Hey, Uncle Pyron. Welcome to the channel. Any tips or tricks for a new player? Are you brand new to the game? Like ops like level 5 or 10? Like how new are we talking about? Yes, level 9. Okay. Well, the easiest thing that I'm going to suggest would be number 1. If you follow the link down below to my YouTube page, I've actually just been putting together a couple of new player tutorials. I have one that covers Ops 1 through 10 and one that covers Ops 11 through 15. The 11 through 15 one, ran a little longer than I wanted to. It's like 40 minutes, but there's just a lot of stuff in there. And I'll be doing new videos for 16 to 20. I'm actually going to break it up into 2 separate videos, so it's a little smaller. But those would be a good thing to check out. Obviously, some things that, you're going to want to build ships. You're going to want to do your buildings. Getting officers is kind of important. Don't level up too fast. Will be the first thing I warn you about. Kind of take your time. Make sure the game will sort of make you at some points catch up some of your other buildings before it'll let you upgrade. But it's always a good idea to sort of upgrade things as you are going. Um, Join a good alliance. By good alliance, I mean one that has a decent number of active players. Um, so if you go through, your alliance choices, anything in the top 10, probably not going to get into as a brand new player. They're probably all set to private, and they're probably not going to allow you to join. But if you scroll down a little bit and you find one that's got 35 or 40 players, like the one that I'm in right here, kind of look and see what level it's at. Kind of looking, you kind of take a quick peek at the different players. If you just sort by power, and you can see, okay, we've got most of the players here are kind of in the mid 20s, and you go down a little bit and you see some other players. You're like, okay, this seems like this is an active alliance. There's not a lot of brand new accounts in it, so joining one of them would be good because when you're doing your buildings and you're doing your ship repairs and everything like that, you get these right here, these alliance helps, and the more you get and the faster people apply them as they're playing more actively, it shaves time off of your builds, your researches, and those types of things. So all that can really sort of help. Plus, then if you have players who are also in the mid 20s and things like that, they can give you more direct advice and answer immediate questions you might have about stuff. Um, the other things, before you get to Ops level 12, you have the ability to change servers. So if you're on sort of a dead server or you can't find people you like playing with, or if you have friends who are playing elsewhere, like any of the fine people in this chat right now, and you just say like, hey, I want to hop over to one of their servers and play with them because these guys seem cool. Um, that is certainly something that's available to you. Until you get to Ops level 12. Once you move to Ops 12, you can't change servers anymore and you're stuck unless you want to start over again. Oh, looks like we're being attacked. What's going on here? Defend your mining vessel against a pirate. How big is this guy? Another 200k. Oh, he's only 30,000. Oh, that guy we can kill. Getting to 19 tomorrow, would it be worth pushing 20 before next battle pass? Biomin, yeah, I would agree with Rev on that one. Your rewards are going to change significantly because they change on the even level milestones. 20 is also going to start giving you should give you more 3-star resources instead of 2-star stuff. So I'm pretty sure Biomin has a Franklin already and a North Star. I think are his 2 ships he's working with. So being able to get to 20, I mean, you'll have 9 or 10 days between when the next story arc starts. I think it should be 9 days if we look at the calendar. If we just look at a calendar real quick. So we're here. Uh, so the event is over. It should run through here, and then maybe May 3rd might be when the next Battle Pass arc would start. We'd have 8 or 9 days of like Crucible of War and Apex and those types of events. So I think that's a realistic goal for you, moving from 19 to 20 in 8 days. Especially if you get good rewards out of Crucible as well. So I think you pick the right resources and things you need to upgrade your building and stuff. So and yeah, Uncle, definitely welcome to the game. And there's a number of streamers on Twitch and YouTube. Rev being the most popular by far. He's been doing it for 3+ years. He has a lot of content out there. You can certainly watch a lot of his videos. But I've done a handful myself as well. And then as far as other people who have are live streamers, you have people like I Am Highlanders, you have people like Rooster. Beck Likes Plants is a new streamer. No One Shall's been streaming for about 3 years. Ultimate DJs is just starting streaming, as is Anisius. She's also just started streaming in the last week or two. Um, Ultimate DJ has been doing a podcast for like 2 years, and he has a few YouTube videos as well that he puts out from time to time. His are usually more like once every like week or two, or once every 2 weeks or so. He puts out something that he's talking about. Most of his work is done on his podcast, so it's also something you can check out, the Talking Trek podcast. A lot of content for the game. A lot of content out there. Bioman, you were thinking of camping at 19, but you've got 200K of each 2-star and like 500K of each 3-star. You got your Franklin and your North Star. So all that's going to be behind is research and some of your buildings. Yeah, and you can now the warning, of course, with moving to 20. And hang on, let me pull this up because this is the one thing I always want to show off is the PvP change. So, and this will be helpful as well for Uncle Pyron. Sure. So Karnak's guide here. When you're level 12, well, when you're level 10, you can start engaging in PvP with other players. Not really ideal because anyone below level 10 you can't hit. It says target min is 8, but players at level 8 really can't be hit, or 9 can't be targeted by other players. I don't know why it necessarily does this. So at these levels you're only punching up to people who are bigger than you. But once you get in here to the 12 to 15 range, now you're it's 2 up, 2 down. At 15, you can start engaging in station combat, so don't rush too quickly to 15, because that's where you will run into trouble with other bigger players hitting you if you're unshielded, and then they come by and steal all your resources. But that doesn't start until Ops 15. But here's the gap at 20 where it starts to get a little bigger. And this is where people really start to see the pain points of the game is 20 to 25. At 20, you're punching down to 18, but now you can go up to 24, which means 24s can hit you. And then 21 and 22, you're talking about 27s and 30s. And here you are by level 24 being able to fight 36s. These are people these people have enterprises and augers, and they're able to attack all the way down to 24. This is where a lot of people tend to get frustrated because they move too quickly into these levels before they have their base defenses up, and they usually get caught unshielded and raided by a player of a much higher level who steals all their stuff. Doesn't change scare you because most people on your server are Care Bears. Okay. At Ops level 9, you were attacked by another player. Interesting. I was not aware that prior to Ops 10, ships could be hit at all. Maybe there's a mining thing. Obviously, sounds like Rev knows the answer to this one, but yeah, I didn't think let's see if I can't get this. It's only if you're on a mining node you can be hit? Is that what it is? Alright, that didn't work. Yeah, so it sounds like that's the case there where it's because you were on a mining node, I guess must be the caveat to that one. Actually, you know what? Let's go kill some swarms. You know what? Let's not do that now, actually. I'm going to need this ship to go kill that other guy. I can do this. And I can go kill some low-level swarms. Or maybe I just send you to do that mission. $21 against 30, but got the decent officers and Uhura. The other thing, obviously, Uncle with the lower level officers. You've got two. You're going to get more of the next generation crew right off the bat than you are of the original cadet crew. The cadet crew will come later, but they're all basically this. They have mostly the same abilities. So Cadet Uhura decreases the weapon damage of the opponent's ship by 15% as their captain's ability. And then you have Cadet McCoy over here, the doctor. His officer ability increases the effectiveness of the captain's maneuver, so he effectively boosts her reduction, making them hit you for less, giving her synergy. That is the same with the next generation crew. It's on Next Gen LaForge and Dr. Crusher here. These two have the same abilities. These officers are going to be a little easier for you to source, so they're going to level up a little bit faster, so their abilities are going to be stronger. So you're probably going to want to start off with these two together. And then, either for third officer for synergy, someone like Riker or Data, depending on who you can get more shards for and source and make stronger. The other two officers that you'll start to get are in this little group here. One is Talon. Her officer ability decreases damage by X%, depending on what tier she is. She works mostly against interceptor type ships. The harder to get officer is Jen. She decreases damage of energy weapons, which are explorers, battleships, and the survey mining ships. So she's there. That's also an officer who's pretty good for that third slot. Does not work against the gold ships, though, only against the red hostile ships. The gold boss ships, Talon and Chen, do not work against them. So something else to keep in mind. Okay. So we're going to fly out here. We're going to kill that guy. In the meantime, let's go back. We've got swarms to kill. We need to switch ships on the 44. And we're just going to go take this crew. This is good enough to go kill some Eclipse hostiles. And we got 2 minutes left in our Stream Raiders fight, too. So if you haven't put a unit out on the field, you still have time to do that. Alright, now that I've successfully charged my phone up a little bit more, and get my background music going again, because it's feeling a little quiet in here today. Which I'm sure you guys can barely hear, if at all. Just have a nice relaxing Sunday morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. killing swarms. We're killing swarms. That we're on our way to do. We'll find some more stuff to spend for her, even though I don't necessarily need to. Maybe I'll just start an armada or two. Our ticket events are working. We got mining, killing, our helps. I gotta start armadas for that, so that'll be what I end up starting the armadas for. This is done. Station event. Not really worried about right now. Alright, let's get into our Stream Raiders fight. That's a lot of ranged guys. So let's put up some ranged defense. Good luck. Kill him. Nice. Nice job. Nice. Hey, we finished that up too. Alright, let's open up our captain's chest. Mad Monty with 17 kills. Olympus with 14. Somebody's getting 200 gold. Somebody's getting 2 Berserker Scrolls. Ooh, I got a tank skin. Good luck, everybody. Jick picking up 200 gold. Lord Never, 1969, picking up those 2 Berserker Scrolls. Awesome. We'll do one more here real quick. This will be our final battle of the day. I'll wrap up the stream after that. Which means we go War Beast, right? Yeah, we go War Beast. It's our final battle, right? Go big or go home. At least for me. I mean, you guys will need your units for other streamers throughout the day, I'm sure, but I don't. It's still weird to me that you have different accounts for captain versus player, but I can understand why, I guess, because you can play multiple. You can set units in multiple streams, so. Deuce, you're finally building the Valdor. Awesome. I know you've been working on that for a while, trying to get your blueprints for it. So, congratulations on that. It's a big accomplishment. Getting that warp range, being able to hit those higher level systems, and start getting more damage through in armadas and getting more tokens. Kind of just accelerates things a nice little bit for you. The downside, of course, is just how expensive the damn thing is to repair compared to all the other ships. Like a tier 5, tier 6 jelly is like, oh, it's like 2 million to repair. And like a tier 8 or tier 9 Enterprise or Augur, they're less than 1 million titanium to repair. It's like 500,000, I think, for mine. And then, a tier 4 G4 ship is like, yeah, that's like 35, 40 million titanium. You're just like, what? I know you've got billions of it from all your rating, but it's a little bit of sticker shock for the average player, so. Now you have your second account. You're not too worried about slowing down the main account to stay around the average player. Sure. Oh, I'm being attacked. What a dick. We're in a little bit of a pissing contest with these people. So let's see if he's going to get away in time. Yep, he's going to run before these other guys come and pick him off. Whatever. For the NDA content creators, you're the lowest level. No One Shall and Ripper are at 49. DJ's at 46. And you're at 42. Yeah, we have our new community manager now, so uh, see if that community manager is looking to bring on any new content creators. I know there's a couple of us who are, I'm sure, interested in joining the program and at varying ops levels. Might add a little more diversity to that, but obviously creating the second account also helps as well to kind of see what's going on in the lower levels. Having that range certainly makes the content seem more approachable. Yeah, for sure. And you find out little things that you didn't know. Like, who would ever think that the ticket events would give out 3-star gas at Ops 18 instead of 3-star, instead of 2-star like the other ones? I don't know if that's a bug. I don't know if that's intentional. But yeah, those are the little things that you wouldn't know. And how are you going to tell people, like, oh, should I do the ticket events? You're like, no, save your tickets. Just stockpile them. And then when you get in the 20s and you can start getting better resources, it's like, well, no, that strategy would be wrong. Uh, Doing the ones that give you 3-star gas when you're like Ops 15 or 16, take those and start getting that stuff so you can get a prime or two before you hit Ops 20. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for that, Bioman. I'm glad that's why we do it, right? It's part of the reason why we do this. We 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 like the game. We have all this information from experience from playing it, and if we can pay it forward and help newer players progress and get more enjoyment out of the game by making progress. When you get stuck in a game is when you get frustrated and then you end up quitting. So if you can uh, achieve some success in it and build that momentum up, then you're going to stick around and you're going to play longer and you're going to get more enjoyment out of your experience, and it's a win-win. But it's always nice to hear. We appreciate that. We like the positive feedback. We take the negative feedback too. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If I'm saying something you disagree with, call me out on it. Be like, I don't think that's right. I'm okay with that. As long as you can back it up. As long as you can back it up. All right, let's see where. So in case you guys were curious what that little incident before was, we're kind of, like I said, in a little bit of a pissing contest with another alliance here. It's basically all those, like, don't be a douche kind of rules. We've kind of just thrown those out with them right now. It started with one of their players doing something shady to us, and us sort of then, coming back over the top with them. And we haven't quite reached the point yet, that boiling point where we're ready to just declare war and, just have at it for a little bit. So right now it's basically, as long as it's within ROE, go right ahead and do it, which means, our rules of engagement on our server say warships can be hit at any time. Most servers have that as well. Usually when people are actively farming and mining, things like that, and they're not OPC or whatever, you don't hit them. But we are kind of, both sides are bending that rule right now, and it's, hey, if you see somebody who's out there doing something and they're using a warship, take a cheap shot at it and go for it. Usually it's when they're floating. If they're just sort of floating in a system, sure, come by and kill them. If they're actively engaging and doing and stuff, most of the time you just leave that person alone. There's not really any gain for killing them, right? Other than just proving that you can. So we're just going to try and finish this puppy up quick and get out of town. And we got these going as well. How much more do I need? 49 million. So that's 4 or 5 more kills. Oh, look, he's back. Do 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 do. Except my Stella is faster than your Enterprise. Oh, and you lost. Wah wah. That was a high level Enterprise kicking the crap out of a Valdor. Yep, that was a Valdor. That was like a 7 million Valdor that just lost to a 6 million Enterprise. It's probably only like a tier 2 Valdor at 7 million. I think we're done. Yep, our event is done. That's going to finish that up. That gets us the final points for our battle pass, which finishes our overflow, which gives us our broken desealing rods. Save those for later. Our Tom Paris collector's plate. And that's going to give me enough shards to unlock Brad Boimler. So now I have my second lower decks officer on my main account. Awesome. We're also finishing up our swarm dailies and our mining dailies for the day. So exactly as I predicted a couple weeks ago, the Scopely math worked out on those desealing rods at 4,000, which is basically 6 months, unless you happen to have some 30-day chests saved up. 6 months for the first one, 6 months for the second one, and then like 5.5 months for the third one. You'll get that one a little earlier. But they are getting predictable with the way they do things. All right, about not quite halfway. We'll shut that down. On our Stream Raiders fight here, still got some time to get some troops out on the field. We got a little time here to go. All right, we need to repair that. I don't know what this mission's making me do, so let's go find out. I don't need to kill hostiles because my battle pass is already done on this account. Ticket event, though, is just killing any hostiles. I get bonus points for swarms. I still have to do my swarms on this account. Still have to do my swarms for that. And station event, I'll worry about later. They launched another new server this week. Yeah, when I created my new account, it put me on a brand new server. Like I created the account April 4th, and I think that server launched April 1st, judging by the power levels of everybody on that server and where they were all positioned. So it's nice to see that they're still creating new servers. And then obviously they just have to continue to merge older servers together as populations dwindle, which usually tends to happen right around that 18-month mark when everybody gets into the mid 30s and realize, or the high 30s, low 40s, and everybody's just like, oh my god, this game is just taking so much time or going to cost me so much to continue to upgrade everything. And that's where I feel like a lot of people start to move on. Not always. And it doesn't always cost a lot. There are ways that you can do things. I mean, if you want everything right now, yeah, you can break out your credit card and you can charge it up and spend a whole bunch of money in this game. People do. Uh, but there are certainly plenty of ways that you can do it spending $20 or less every month. And that's also part of what creating this new account was. 100% free to play on the new account, and I'm going to kind of show people there is a path that you can progress through the game and take advantage of just doing things effectively and efficiently. 100% will be slower than paying for stuff, of course, but it is still a viable path. I've been saying work smarter, not harder, ever since I think I saw DuckTales and I saw Scrooge McDuck saying that. He talked about his number one dime, and now he worked smarter, not harder, and that's how he made his money bin of all his gold coins that he'd swim around in. Now I'm dating myself, but whatever. I'm okay with that. But yes, absolutely. Eh, I don't know about that, Ray. We've had some lots of people drop off our servers. I mean, we do still have a pretty active population for sure. Looking at our alliance leaderboard here on server 40, you using them exocomps on your baby account? Not yet. they are they take a while to accumulate on the baby account, so you don't really getting the away team missions and getting those Axion credits and things. I think the one or two I have, like the first one I got was like warp speed, and it was just like, no, that's gonna take a while. It's just a glitch here, so we'll just refresh that. But I mean, 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, 15, 20 alliances with 50 plus players. So I mean, you're looking at over 2,000, 2,500 players, and then you start trailing down. Once you get down here, it's pretty much all like just a couple of people doing individual alliances or things like that. How do you log in with a second account? So there's some complications with that because it's one account per device. So you would need to have a second device to create that account on, set up a separate Scopely ID, tie it all to a second device, um, which you can do, and on the PC version, like I'm doing, if you use BlueStacks, which is a smartphone emulator, and then you create the second account and you kind of tie it to that and then play the second account through the emulator. It's a little bit complicated to get going. Kill 8 hostiles in the Opla system. Okay. I'd say focus on one account for now. When you get into the 30s or whatnot, and you're looking for some new content, a change of pace, maybe then circle back and work on a second account for fun. But uh, yeah, trying to log in and out on the same device or accidentally linking your Scopely ID to the wrong account can really screw up things. Highlanders did that the other last week. because they were giving out stuff through the web store, and he didn't have his Scopely account tied to that. He had it tied to like a new account he had done on his phone. And when he tried to log into the web store, it basically kicked him out of the game and kicked him and put him back into that level 2 account. And he thought he lost his level 35 account with all his stuff. Took him like 2 or 3 hours of working through customer service support to get the IDs switched to the right account. And he was like having a panic attack the whole time he was doing it. So I don't have a Scopely ID tied to the second account. I created a new Google email, new Google account all through BlueStacks when I downloaded it. BlueStacks is not linked to my main account at all in any way. So I can only play this account when I'm sitting at my computer. So if I go on vacation or something, I'm going to be away for a few days, I will not have access to this account while I'm gone. Unlike my phone that I can just take with me. Alright, what do we got? We got a few minutes left on our Stream Raiders. Thank you guys for continuing to place units in that. Thank you, of course, for all the support. We hit our goal of 150 followers. If you're not following me, click that little button, so start following me. I also hit 500 YouTube subscribers in the last, yesterday as well. So that was my month-end goal is accomplished. If you're not following me on YouTube, click the little link below. Just click the subscribe button down there. Tell your friends. Post links in your Discord or Alliance chats. Like, hey, you guys want to learn some more stuff about this game? Come check out some of these Twitch streams. Always appreciated. Just come hang out, talk about the game. You can turn off notifications. I'm okay with that. No US servers. Yeah, it's going to be a while before we have any server merges or anything coming up. They just merged, 48 and 49 last week? That's what Rev was doing the town hall on. I think those are US-based servers. I think anything under like 70 is a US, or I don't know, it's all in Discord. All the different server lists. But, it's a good way to keep the game moving. And obviously it, sort of rejuvenates things a little bit. Because if you have two servers that are kind of starting to dwindle a little bit, and you give them an influx of new players and new blood, and now they've got... Sometimes they have to put aside old grudges to fight on, new enemies. And it's kind of a breath of fresh air sometimes. 8 minutes. That's what's left on our Stream Raiders fight. 8 minutes to go. I don't see any other... Let's see if there's any other Fleet Command streamers going yet. It looks like there's one guy who's just starting up a stream, perhaps. I know Rev usually streams. Rooster hasn't switched over yet. Yeah, Rooster usually streams on Sundays as well. Rev, sometimes you do a Sunday stream, don't you? Sunday afternoons? I know it's hard. Old grudges die hard, right? So. Oh, you've got YouTube. Okay. You've got YouTube Sundays. Yes. It's hard to keep up with your schedule when you flip-flop. Because you're moving between the two things, so I never remember which one you're on. But you're on like 5 days a week, so there's always Rev content somewhere. Yeah, the cross server events, that's a good thing too, Ray. Yep. That's another way to sort of create a little competition between servers and servers of similar size and whatnot. And it's also probably, if you do eventually merge, it's probably the first server you're going to merge with is the one you've been competing against in your cross server leaderboards. So that's also something new. Adding a new dynamic, maybe staving off having to do the merger if you put more people involved in certain events and especially in certain brackets too, because there are some brackets where there just aren't a lot of players. It's okay, Rev. You could have answered. I wouldn't have taken offense to it if you were trying to. I wouldn't have thought you were promoting your own stream or anything like that. Don't worry about. Don't worry about that. But it's good that Olympus answered it for you. So, all right. So there's the basics of Swarm Sunday done. We got our con shards, and we'll get out of dodge here. All right. Let's bubble up for a little bit on this account. I feel like we've done the most of the events. This will finish up later. That's easy enough to do. Yeah, I've heard that. I made that mistake with your stream when I was first starting on my Twitch streams. You know, sort of frowned upon, I guess, in the streaming community. But we're all one big community, right? And the more people we have streaming and engaging, the better for the game. I think I heard that somewhere. I think somebody mentioned that recently. That it's not competition between the different streamers. It's building a community. And all right, so let's log off the main account here for a little bit. We're gonna get some lunch here in a few minutes. So let's shut that down. Save a little bandwidth. Okay. If it makes me feel any better, you did already put me in. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you throwing my name in the ring there. I know I had reached out to, I think it was Jess Atreides on Discord like a month ago, and was just like, "How does this content creator thing work?" And she's like, "Well, we're hiring a new manager soon, so when they get that resolved, then they'll look at expanding things. But like, I'll let them know you're interested." I was like, "Okay." So it's nice to know that my name is still floating around there. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Just playing STFC without something on screen. It's amazing how many people are dual screen now, right? Everybody's got dual screens for work and stuff, and a lot of us were all working from home, especially during the pandemic. So you just get so used to having two screens. Like the one or two times I've had to travel and take my work laptop with me, and it's like this is all I have is just the laptop. Trying to work on just one screen or it being a smaller screen it's been absolutely nuts. And now when I'm sitting at home, I still have two screens up. Even if I'm just playing Fleet Commander, on one screen, I still have to have something on the other screen, whether it's YouTube videos or Twitch videos or Twitch live streams or uh, you know whatever else I got going on there. Sometimes it's just stfc.space and I'm just looking up stuff all day. Yeah, no. It was just more of a general question like, hey, how does this program kind of thing work? Like, do you have any information or can you put me in contact with who I would need to talk to about it? And she was like, I'll pass your information along to the right people. And I was like, okay, that's all you can ask for. All right. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes until our final Stream Raiders fight begins. So we're just killing stuff. I do have to go. What do we have here? Defeat the pirate reinforcement. That I need my explorer for. That one I'll work on. Interrogate the bounty hunter. Where's he at? Oh, this is the guy who's like 200k, right? Yeah, 300k. Yeah, we're not doing that one. All right, so where's this guy? Okay, this guy's here. Ah, that guy we can get 22,000. Phone or tablet has a screen. Yeah, sometimes just looking at the phone. Got something going there for sure. BlueStacks is definitely lagging today for sure. Upgrading the ship hangar. Well, I did that already. I built the ship hangar already, and I've upgraded it to like level 6. So I will take my 3,000 parse deal. They really got to do something about these mission rewards. They're just so woefully out of date. Ooh, Stream Raiders. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. These are a lot of... Let's lead everybody a little bit with that one. Alright, we're good. Nice. Nice job, everybody. Somebody's getting 2 Buster Scrolls. Good luck. Casey picking those up. Congratulations if you're watching. Syncor with 16 kills. Just barely snuck by me. Alright. Let's collect our gold. Collect our crystal. Thank you everybody for participating in our Stream Raiders fights today as well. We'll go ahead and shut that down. And that's going to do it for me for today. I'm going to go get some lunch here because it's just after 1 o'clock. And, well, I'm hungry. And we're going to go try and kill that. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're just going to die if I kill that guy. I'm already damaged. If I was full health, I could probably kill that guy. So we'll come back. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Let's see who's on. Like, we can raid. See if there's anybody. There's one guy streaming Fleet Command, so it doesn't look like he has any followers yet. So let's give him a little raid, give him a little love. See what he's got going on. I will be back on Tuesday evening for my next stream. Until then, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you very much for watching and helping me hit my goals for April. And I'll see you guys around the galaxy. Take care.